All right, I am replacing my Reolink doorbell with an Ecobee doorbell because this Reolink has stopped recording when people tap on the button, and when they walk up, I can get the live view, but no recordings. I've tried different SD cards, I've reset it, and I'm just getting frustrated with it. So I thought I would try a cheap replacement doorbell camera. This one's kind of cool because it'll show the video stream on my Ecobee thermostats around the house, and it's just one last app on my phone. I haven't used this. I don't know much about it. I've used the Reolink at 2 houses now. It's a solid doorbell. Right now, it's just not working for me. So I'm gonna try something else and maybe I go back to it. But I do know there's gonna be some shortfalls with the Ecobee. The first being it only exposes video over HomeKit, not an RTSP or ONIVF stream like the Reolink does. The Reolink is super easy to get the video stream out of it, even if it's a little quirky when it does stream. So I'm gonna have a pretty interesting journey to get this into Frigate and into my Unify Protect version 6, which should support video streams. So we're gonna try that out. But the first thing we need to do is turn off the power to the doorbell, which I have, and then we're gonna swap out this doorbell. So it says to use a 5/64 drill bit, and I'll be using that right here. And so now we're going to attach our wedge. So I've got my wedge in place, got my wires in the bottom, and I'm going to start my screw up here. And now we have a back plate for the doorbell itself that will screw onto there. We're using these small screws that they provided to get this back plate into place. Now I'm going to go back and slightly tighten these. Just like a quarter turn, nothing too intense. Now we have the actual doorbell out. We're going to come to the back. We've got 2 screws, and we're just going to ever so slightly loosen these so that we can get our wires in. Hook these wires back behind here. Make sure it's on there pretty good contact, sort of like that. And we will feed our wires back in and just hang it for now. So we're all done out here for now. We need to go put the battery in the chime. I'm gonna be setting up the chime adapter with the box. I don't know why it didn't tell me how to do that at first. We are going to be turning off the power, removing the cover. We don't have a rear terminal, so we're going to loosen the transformer, getting our blue wire ready. So this was our front, was the one on top, and this one was our transformer. So we're going to connect our blue, black, and transformer wires over on itself. So we got our wire nut on. We're going to connect the red one to our front chime. I'm going to connect the U wires. It's like green to the transformer. It says the color and order don't matter, but in their picture it shows green, yellow. Double check that they're secure. If I pull on them, nothing comes out. It says attach it somewhere on the box. I'm gonna need the cover to know where it is, but let's power it back up first and make sure it works. What I'm gonna do next is in the manual, we have a QR code for Apple HomeKit, and I'm going to record my screen on my phone. And inside of Home Assistant, we're going to go to Settings, Devices, scroll down to, oh, it popped up already. Front entrance doorbell HomeKit device. We'll just click add. We have a pairing code, and I think that's what's on this little sticker. Otherwise, it's on the back of the device. And it should be pairing. It says connection closed. So I'm gonna just go to add integration, go down to HomeKit, HomeKit device, front entrance, submit. I wish it was giving me the option to scan the QR code. That's just not working. So I'm gonna go to the Ecobee app, make sure we can see the doorbell. Weak Wi-Fi connection, shouldn't be. Go to add our front entrance. Okay, now it's asking for the code again, 0.
After some fiddling, I was able to get it into Home Assistant. I assigned it a room and then checked what it exposes. We get 1 stream, an RTP stream out of the camera, and it looks all right. It popped up pretty quick, but nothing crazy.
So another thing that I think is cool about this doorbell is it can integrate with my August smart lock. I've already made another video about the August smart lock. I'm a big fan, and this latest version is better than ever. I've used many smart locks, and I love that this one is hidden on the inside, not the outside, and it's got a few extra features some other ones don't have. But I have the option here to link a door lock with an August smart lock. And so I need to link my account. and allow them to share information. And honestly, I don't know what to expect. I didn't know it did this until I set it up and I saw that option. So I can connect my doorbell and remote control for more. Okay, so that's cool. So I can lock and unlock the door from the view on the phone for the front doorbell. So there's an automatic locking with smart security. So if I set Ecobee that I'm away, it'll lock the door when I arm in my home, which is fine. I'm not doing smart security because I don't want to pay for it. But it looks like if I go to the doorbell view, yeah, I've got a button here to lock and unlock, which is pretty neat, but it looks like it's behind a paywall, which I really don't like. So that might have been a little bit of a waste, but I'm calling it out. I'm not paying $5 a month for that. Maybe I will. I was paying more than that for Noonlight. So it just depends on how well I can integrate it.
I wanted to show you a zoom up of the thermostat where it shows the doorbell camera. It acts as a chime and it will show the video stream when someone rings the doorbell, and you get the security features here. And I really like that integration. I wish they would open this up to Home Assistant, and I would probably consider paying for it if they exposed the alarm system to Home Assistant via HomeKit. When adding the doorbell to HomeKit, I got a message saying bad Wi-Fi at the location or weak Wi-Fi, and I wanted to show that on the same Wi-Fi SSID that it's full bars on my phone and very fast. So my biggest complaint so far about this doorbell has been the time it takes to pull up the video feed. It's just not that fast. It can be up to 30 seconds before the video actually loads, and it doesn't matter if it's on the thermostat or your phone. I've got very high-end Unify home networking. I've got access points less than 5 feet from this thermostat. It takes 30 seconds to pull up. Some days it's nearly instant, 5, 10, 15, 20 seconds, but it's just all over the place, and it's really actually interfering with the use of the doorbell. If they could make this faster, I think it would be better, and I keep the timer going here until the loading signal goes away, because until there's motion, it's not actually loaded. And we see that later in this video when we're doing Unify and Frigate. And this is the same clip just cut up to show you the Wi-Fi signal at this thermostat. This is the same Wi-Fi the thermostat's connected to, the same Wi-Fi the camera is connected to. There's no excuse for it being so slow. All right, so it's been about 2 months since I've installed the Ecobee camera, doorbell camera, and I'm not super thrilled with it. I liked it a little bit better when I did have the premium subscription trial that they give you for 30 days. It was kind of nice to be able to lock the door and get some extra package detection features, but I'm realizing that they offload all that processing to a server somewhere, and even the video streams seem to be calling out of the LAN network out to some server and back in. I thought by using HomeKit, it would be locally processed, and the HomeKit video integration through GoToRTC is just not great. I have a whole other video about that coming out right after this one. I'm editing at the same time. I don't recommend this doorbell. There's two things they could do to fix this doorbell, and I think it would be a serious contender because the video quality is great. The existing integrations are great. I love seeing it on my thermostat. My wife really enjoys that she can see who's at the door before going to answer it. I like that it's integrated with August Lock. I like that I have a security alarm system that's all kind of intertwined. It would be worth the $9 per month if they exposed it properly over HomeKit into Home Assistant, and that's the security alarm system. The video stream is exposed over HomeKit, but the video streams are weird. There's just constant artifacts. It's so slow to load. It's really not that good. And I'll show you more of that in the other video because I want to focus on the Ecobee app on this particular video because it's not their fault if Frigate doesn't show the video well, but it's so slow inside of their app. I've even replaced my access points, and I went through and replaced my doorbell transformer from 16 volt 30 amps to 24 volt 40 VAs. It's not any better. It's not faster. It's not quicker. It runs really hot at the door, but it's not that good. I thought this would be better. I really did. I don't recommend it at this time because it's so slow. It's been out for a little while too. If it was a brand new product, I would have hope that it's going to get better. At this time, I don't. I don't think that they're actively going to be improving this in any way, and I want to like it. I really, really wish it was better. If they could just use like MSC video recording and expose a local RTSP stream, it would be great. I mean, I would really, really enjoy this if it was local and just quicker. It's just not there. I don't like that their storage is on the cloud. I don't like that their package detection is on the cloud. I don't like that there's so many features behind a paywall, and it's almost worth paying for. It is so close. If I could get those security options into HomeKit and into Home Assistant, the subscription might be worth it. But it does not play nice with Frigate. It sort of works. And I'll go through how to do that in another video. But I just wanted to kind of stay at the end of this video. 2 months in, it's not any quicker. There's been no updates that I know of. Video detection is like I don't get notified on my phone in a very appropriate manner because it's so slow. There's been a few times someone's been at the door, rang the doorbell, and I'm trying to pull up the feed while I'm on a conference call for work, and I just can't get it to load. It just says not available, or the stream's just not loading fast enough. And literally by the time I get to the door, they've already walked away, and I have no clue who was there. If someone knows somebody at Ecobee, they're really, really close to having a home run on this. It just needs a little bit of attention and maybe a software update to expose this camera feed locally, and it could be great. It really could be great. But unfortunately, it's not. I'm going to keep searching for my perfect doorbell, and I will keep you posted. Side note, if you're following this closely, now that I do have this improved transformer installed, which is very easy, by the way, if you can find your transformer, very easy to replace, I'm going to go back to the Reolink, I think, and see if it performs better with a little bit more power. Thanks for watching. Try to chop this video up to make it informative and quick. I really talked a lot about this doorbell as I was installing it, and as I was editing it, I cut a lot of it out because it just doesn't perform. It's just not there. We'll see what we can come up with otherwise.